Hello, and welcome to another presentation of 5 Minutes Cybersecurity. According to the AICPA, a written information security plan is required to apply for an IRS pay-per-pair tax identification number. In this presentation, I will cover the 6 sections of a written information security plan and tell you what goes into each of them. I am Bill Osolinski, a certified information systems security professional with 30 years of experience. Section 1. Define the written information security plan objectives, purpose, and scope. Objective. This defines the reason for the plan, stating any legal obligations, such as compliance with the provisions of the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, and sets the tone and defines the reasoning behind the plan. Purpose. The purpose statement should explain what and how taxpayer information is being protected with the security process and procedures. Scope. The scope statement sets the limits on the intent and purpose of the written information security plan, since you should not be legally held to a standard that was unforeseen at the writing or periodic updating of your written information security plan. Section 2. Identify responsible individuals. Identify by name and position the people responsible for overseeing your security programs. Explain who will act in the roles of Data Security Coordinator and Public Information Officer. In most firms of 2 or more practitioners, these should be different individuals. Those roles will have concurrent duties in the event of a data security incident. Be sure to define the duties of each responsible individual. Section 3. Assess risks. While building your written information security plan, take a close look at your business to identify risks of unauthorized access, use, or disclosure of information. Carefully consider your firm's vulnerabilities. List types of information your office handles. Identifying the information your practice handles is a critical step in evaluating risk. Some types of information you may use in your firm include taxpayer, personally identifiable information, employee records, and private business financial information. List all potential types of loss, internal and external. Evaluate types of loss that could occur, including unauthorized access and disclosure, and loss of access. Be sure to include any potential threats and vulnerabilities, such as theft, destruction, or accidental disclosure. Examples might include physical theft of paper or electronic files, electronic data theft due to remote access takeover of your computer network, and loss due to fire, hurricane, tornado, or other natural cause. Section 4. Inventory hardware. It is imperative to catalog all devices used in your practice that store or process taxpayer data. This could be anything from a computer, network device, cell phones, printers, to modems and routers. List description and physical location of each item, along with the types of information stored or processed by it. Section 5. Document safety measures in place. This section sets the policies and business procedures the firm undertakes to secure all personally identifiable information in the firm's custody of clients, employees, contractors, governing any privacy-controlled physical, hard copy data, electronic data, and handling by firm employees. Create policies for the following: data collection and retention, data disclosure, network protection including firewalls, endpoint protection software, secure authentication, user access controls, software updates, application controls, and device management. Also consider reportable incidents. Create both an incident response plan and breach notification plan. In the event of an incident, the presence of both a response and notification plan in your written information security plan reduces the unknowns of how to respond and should outline the necessary steps that each designated official must take to both address the issue and notify the required parties. At a minimum, plans should include what steps should be taken to resecure your devices, data, passwords, networks, and who will carry out these actions. Describe how the firm's data security coordinator will notify anyone assisting with a reportable data breach regarding remediation procedures and notification of outside agencies such as the IRS Stakeholder Liaison, Federal Trade Commission, State Attorney General, FBI Local Field Office if it's a cybercrime, and local law enforcement agencies. And lastly, draft an employee code of conduct. Determine a personal accountability policy, including training guidelines for all employees and contractors, guidelines for behavior, and employee screening and background checks. Address any necessary non-disclosure agreements and privacy guidelines. Be sure to include information for terminated and separated employees, such as scrubbing access and passwords and ending physical access to your business. Section 6. Draft an implementation clause. When all appropriate policies and procedures have been identified and included in your plan, it is time for the final steps in implementation of your written information security plan. An implementation clause should show the following elements: date of implementation, firm name, that the plan complies with the requirements of the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, that the plan complies with the Federal Trade Commission Financial Privacy and Safeguards Rule. Also add if additional state regulatory requirements apply. The plan should be signed by the principal operating officer or owner and the data security coordinator and dated the date of implementation. That's all for this presentation. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching.